Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on Modular Arithmetic Part 2. A special puzzle to warm up the brain cells is on the next slide. The answer will be given at the end. Enjoy. What is the meaning of the following? Good luck with it and see how you go. If you would like to subscribe now, please do so here. Otherwise you can subscribe at the end. Opposites and subtraction. Let us see how opposites and subtraction works when using modular arithmetic. For example, consider the following table in Mod 5 arithmetic. So we have a table here and a dial, and we're going to use those extensively in this video to understand the concept. In ordinary arithmetic, when you take a number and add its opposite, you get 0. The same concept applies in modular arithmetic. Let us explore this further on the next slide. I have reproduced the table and dial below. If we are asked to find the opposite of 1 in Mod 5, we apply the same principle that we use in ordinary arithmetic. What number, when added to 1, gives 0? If we look at the table, the answer is 4. So 1 plus 4 equals 0, so the opposite of 1 is 4. So, here's the 1. When we add 4 to it, 1 plus 4 gives us 0. So the opposite of 1 is 4 in Mod 5 arithmetic. Let's look at this one. What is the opposite of 2 in Mod 5? From the table, 2 plus 3 equals 0. So the opposite of 2 is 3. Okay, so what is the opposite of 2? So here's our 2. Here's our 3. 2 plus 3 is 0. So, the opposite of 2 is 3. And it's easy to see from here too. Look at this. See the 2. What do you have to add to 2 to give you 0? The answer is 1, 2, 3. So you can also use the dial. So the opposite of 2 is 3. That's why 2 plus 3 equals 0. Next, we will see how to subtract in modular arithmetic by adding the opposite. Typical subtraction in modular arithmetic. Now I have the dials here for Mod 5, Mod 7 and Mod 10. These will be very helpful when we are doing all these sums here. In Mod 5, 1 minus 3 is 1 plus the opposite of 3. The opposite of 3 is 1, 2. So 1 minus 3 is the same as 1 plus 2, and the answer is 3. 3 minus 4 is 3 plus the opposite of 4. The opposite of 4 is 1. So 3 minus 4 is the same as 3 plus 1, and that gives us 4. 1 minus 2 is 1 plus the opposite of 2. The opposite of 2 is 1, 2, 3. So 1 minus 2 is the same as 1 plus 3, and that gives us 4. 4 minus 4 is the same as 4 plus the opposite of 4. The opposite of 4 is 1. So 4 minus 4 is the same as 4 plus 1, and that gives us 0. Now in Mod 7, 1 minus 5 is the same as 1 plus the opposite of 5. The opposite of 5 is 1, 2. So 1 minus 5 is the same as 1 plus 2, and that gives us 3. 2 minus 4 is the same as 2 plus the opposite of 4. The opposite of 4 is 1, 2, 3. So 2 minus 4 is the same as 2 plus 3, and that gives us 5. 3 minus 6 is the same as 3 plus the opposite of 6. The opposite of 6 is 1. So 3 minus 6 is the same as 3 plus 1, and that gives us 4. 1 minus 3 is the same as 1 plus the opposite of 3. The opposite of 3 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1 minus 3 is the same as 1 plus 4, and that gives us 5. In Mod 10 arithmetic, 2 minus 8 is the same as 2 plus the opposite of 8. The opposite of 8 is 1, 2. So 2 minus 8 is the same as 2 plus 2, and that gives us 4. 4 minus 9 is the same as 4 plus the opposite of 9. The opposite of 9 is 1. So 4 minus 9 is the same as 4 plus 1, and that gives us 5. 1 minus 7 is 1 plus the opposite of 7. The opposite of 7 is 1, 2, 3. So 1 minus 7 is the same as 1 plus 3, and that gives us 4. 3 minus 6 is the same as 3 plus the opposite of 6. The opposite of 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 minus 6 is the same as 3 plus 4, and that gives us 7. And that's how you subtract in modular arithmetic by adding the opposite. Here's a quick quiz to help you. Please check through the video at any time. What is the meaning of the following? Many thanks. That's quite easy to see, I think. Here are the answers to the quick quiz. Please check through the video at any time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe on the next slide and you will receive a notification as to when the next video is available. Hope to see you next lesson.